Ah, c'est vrai, elle était dans un club. Enfin, là, il était aussi, il a été un peu complaisant avec elle. Et aux oreilles de Dino. Il était prêt à descendre en tout cas, et appuyer lui-même sur la détente. Et il l'a fait. Jen m'en a empêché. Elle voulait voir une guerre entre les familles. Et de toute façon, elle a besoin de personne pour se défendre.
Ok, tu viens d'apprendre des choses très intéressantes.
On a trouvé un bracelet à l'endroit où Lucas s'était tiré dessus.
Continue.
Un bracelet sur lequel il y avait du sang appartenant à Lucas et la scientifique a relevé une empreinte dessus dont on a une correspondance. C'est celle de Jen Scarpella, la fille de Dino. Écoute, il est possible qu'elle ait tué Lucas, qu'elle ait appelé Eric pour la couvrir et qu'ensuite elle l'ait tué aussi. Le truc, c'est que je ne vois pas comme ça répondre.
J'ai ma petite idée.
D'accord. Alors je t'écoute.
Je peux pas là, je peux y aller. Je te rappelle pour te dire ça. C'est pas grave.
Ça faut savoir.
Dino.
Vas-y, Eric, je t'écoute. Qui a tué Eric? Tu viens ici sur mon lieu de travail et tu accuses ma fille, non pas d'un, mais de deux meurtres.
Non, je ne l'accuse pas, à proprement parler. Mais c'est peut-être un suspect potentiel.
Ne joue pas sur les mots, Eric. Je suis extrêmement déçu. Merci à toi. Je t'ai accordé ma confiance. Je croyais qu'on avait un accord.
On en avait un. On en a un.
Écoutez la dernière fois.
Wow. Dino, qu'est-ce que tu fais avec ça?
Je ne tolère aucun mensonge.
Dino, pourquoi? Non, attends, mais... Non, je fais partie de la famille, tu te souviens?
C'est vrai. Et on ne doit jamais manquer de respect à la famille.
Qui t'a manqué de respect? Je te respecte, Dino, je te respecte à fond la caisse.
Il paraît que M. Cassel a des infos sur le...
Offense.
Il reste aucun là, Jane. Je suis en train de parler business.
Dino, demande-lui. Pose-lui la question. Tu me dois bien ça. Si elle est coupable, tu as besoin de le savoir. Sinon, tu ne pourras pas la protéger.
Coupable? Coupable de quoi?
Du meurtre de Lucas et sa route, la police a trouvé votre bracelet. Là où il a été tué.
Jane, dis-lui. Vas-y, Jane, dis-lui que t'étais pas sur place. Dis-lui. Jane, dis-lui.
Je suis désolée. J'y étais. Mais je l'ai pas tué. Et j'ai essayé de le sauver.
Le sauver?
Papa, Lucas est mort. Lucas est mort.
Qu'est-ce qu'il vous a fait?
Histoire comme quoi il m'a annoncé le plan. Il a ce qui s'est passé, veut dire.
Catch the ball.
Je te dis que j'étais tombée amoureuse d'un de ses cerveaux. Si l'une des deux familles l'avait appris, on n'aurait jamais pu s'aimer. Papa.
Laisse-moi digérer.
Ah, fuck. Kick. Calice.
Jane.
Well, the
Qu'est-ce
offense
qu'il
turns
fait?
it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how
Lucas
important
m'a
it
dit.
was to have good ball security and
Il
not
avait
give
du mal
the
à tirer, il
opponent
s'était
extra
fait tirer
possessions.
dessus.
That time, poor decision
Quand
by
je
the
suis arrivée, il
quarterback.
était
That's
inconscient.
made them pay.
En famille. Il avait besoin d'aide, alors je l'ai monté dans ma voiture. Je l'ai monté comme ça, j'ai mon bracelet.
Et ensuite, vous avez appelé.
Je savais plus ce que je pouvais faire d'autre. Eric m'a demandé de le rejoindre. Il a fait tout, il a fait pour sauver Lucas.
Je lui expliquerai son meurtre. Si les Tessarons ont appris qu'Eric était impliqué dans la mort de Lucas, ils vont vouloir se montrer. Échappe-toi, Jane.
Il faut pour moi. Eric s'est débarrassé de tout, était des vêtements et du corps de Lucas, comme serment jamais jusqu'à notre famille.
Et Lucas vous a dit qu'il devait faire ce qu'il voulait savoir.
Mais la semaine dernière, il a dit que quelque chose se tramait chez les Tessarons. Quelqu'un voulait s'emparer du pouvoir et essayer de savoir qui c'était.
Je fais le serment. Et si les Tessarons ont amené Eric, nous entrerons en guerre.
Les amours de deux familles rivales se ressemblent un peu trop à des religions.
Eric joue le rôle de la petite fille.
Bon,
L'alibi de Jane a été confirmé, son portrait dit qu'elle a été chez elle au moment du meurtre d'Eric.
Et pour les caméras de sécurité dans le quartier où Lucas est direction.
On l'a cherché, il n'y en a aucune dans ce coin de la ville.
Il y aurait plus d'épée dans l'eau.
On avait retenu qu'il était dans le moto. Si un des cerveaux a tué Eric et Lucas, on doit retrouver qui c'est.
À moins que tu aies un pote dans cette famille aussi, ou ne tomberont pas.
Non, mais une des cartes de crédit vient de le faire. Je vous rappelle les numéros de carte que Rita a donné à Eric. Eh bien, quelqu'un vient d'en utiliser une pour commander une pizza. C'est le seul qui a dû prendre les cartes que Rita les surveille.
Elle est
Dans un autre coup d'un port depuis l'appartement à Don, il faut que ça...
Comment ça, elle a pas pété?
Il devient principal
on peut avoir l'adresse de mon fils.
choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Putain de gros, fuck you.
C'est libre.
Lucas, laissez votre arme tout de suite. Pour vous puissiez descendre. Et finir vous. Qui vous envoie?
Oh wow, ils ont marqué le field goal. Oh yeah, yeah.
Écoutez, si vous ne nous croyez pas, vous pouvez demander à Jake. Mais sans Jake.
Tout va bien. Que je peux vous aider?
Je savais que ma famille n'accepterait jamais. Alors, on a décidé de vivre notre vie. Pour de bon.
Les cartes de crédit qu'Eric s'était procurées, c'était pour vous aider à tout.
Quand Eric s'est fait buter, j'ai su que c'était par le type qui m'a tiré dessus. Peut-être qu'il a découvert que j'étais en vie et qu'il a suivi Eric pour me trouver.
Qui a essayé de se tuer, Lucas?
Je l'ai pas vu. Ça ne l'a jamais vu. C'était après, il fait mon bras.
Vous savez tout ça, c'est pas.
Il a débarqué dans l'arène, quelques mois.
Ok.
Il a raquetté des commerçants sur le territoire et les obligeant à payer pour la protection.
Dans ce cas,
Là, c'est l'offense. On prouve la balle.
Email. Faites le virement ou affrontez les conséquences. Les gérants d'impression, il a refusé de payer. Sa boutique est partie en flamme.
Mafia 2.0.
Ce soir, il s'en prenait à notre territoire et la famille m'a ordonné de le pister. Je suis remonté jusqu'au compte où il se faisait payer.
Ça va?
Juste après, j'ai reçu le coup de fil d'un type qui disait qu'il voulait m'aider.
Hey! Guide leur choix sous le pot, mais c'était un coup monté.
les commerçants à qui on a parlé confirment la version de Lucas. Il paye nombre des terroristes depuis plusieurs mois.
Comment chasse-t-on quelqu'un que personne n'a jamais fait? Avec les infos bancaires que Lucas a réussi à dégoter, ça nous a amené à un compte privé dans les UK. Et vu leur réglementation bancaire, on a aucun moyen de savoir à qui il appartient. J'ai peut-être un moyen. Je me suis fait pour qui ce genre de vie?
Tu vois là-bas, le pic là-bas est fictif.
Qui appartient ce compte, on trouvera les mensuels.
Est-ce que c'était longtemps le type qui a aussi tué?
Nous, pour s'expliquer.
Eh bien, je vais vous
C'est
aider.
le bon pays, je ne sais pas regarder. Il y aura plus seulement sans jalouse.
Sérieux, Mickey Mouse.
Bon, bah, c'est pas plus rapide.
Peut-être que c'est lui qui a enquêté avec les téléphone qui a fait le coup d'Alice. C'est dire après ce temps, c'est je suis libre aussi de faire du
I love how this offensive line communicates and works
Lucas a découvert que les comptes bancaires déprovenus dans les gestionnements étaient les aides des ordinateurs et les bibliothèques du centre
Les
ville.
camions publics, ça part au jour. Pour la plupart des bibliothèques sont des
Tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up, making a catch.
Les vidéos s'atteignent code. C'est la seule personne qui touche spécifiquement pour les limites qui ont suivi l'ouverture du pays. Bonjour, monsieur le bilan. Merci d'être passé nous voir avec moi. On a fait une découverte qui nous donne complète, mais on espère que l'unité contre le crime organisé pourra avoir des informations pour nous.
Vous avez trouvé quoi?
Lucas Tessaro.
Le match là ouvert?
Non. De parler, je pense.
Quand l'aile pas gain lumière, ça te
La
dit fait bien.
personne qui a tiré sur Lucas Tessaro a aussi tué Eric Mercer pour couvrir ses traces. Ça veut dire que le tueur savait qu'ils étaient tous les deux en contact.
Le tueur se fait appeler comme ça. Il paye une race.
Quand l'aile ça te sauve.
Il Pelumbra a piégé Christopher Camucci en utilisant le même modèle de voiture que lui. Bonus.
They marched 79 yards on the drive, and he finished off the drive with a 30-yard scoring scamper. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's coming out of the end zone. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. The give to the fullback. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Still sitting at their own 20 after that last one here, 2nd and 10. The give to the fullback. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. That's the end of the period, and Kent State is out front. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. He'll do it himself. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
These read option plays are very hard to stop because you got to have enough guys in the box to play that immediate run, but also always be ready for that quarterback to take the ball and scoot out wide.
And when the quarterback operates this like a magician, it makes it even tougher.
Yeah, when he can see it, read it, and just flat go, those easy plays right there. I mean, he just picks up a little bit of yardage, but he can do it again and again and again, and it's just frustrating.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Quarterback run is part of their game plan.
Well, you got to love what you're seeing from this offense here on this drive so far, because 5 straight runs. They ran on 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th down, and they just did it again. So right now, they're trying to be the more physical side.
Here's the pressure. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
Yeah, this offense might want to think about moving the launch point for this QB, because if you take hits like that from the pocket, it's really tough to complete passes.
The Judicials are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and take it back. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
The delay of game pushes the offense back.
On the double. Here we go.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. He's up to 57 yards on the ground. A very productive first half here in the season opener. And the Golden Flashes can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Here's the handoff. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Nice move to pick up yardage. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. The Golden flashes with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Motion from the wideout. Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Get it out on the screen. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Love those guys. Get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Finds the tight end. Smashes him with the stiff arm. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. And the Golden Flashes will line it up on 1st and 10. In the red area, it's Newman. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
When the offense gets in those multiple tight end looks, you kind of have a good understanding of what's coming. You don't know where the ball's going necessarily, but they'll put those big old bodies in there to block, to move people, to put more mass on the field, especially once you get in this red area where you have to be able to run the football effectively. Those passing windows tend to shrink a lot.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. The give on the inside. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
Yeah, and that's a really good job by the defense because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Golden Flashes. All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the 1st half, but I'll tell you what, showing some glimpses of why they can become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the 1st half.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, all the talk this week. Let's find out how things are playing out in this top 5 duel. Ohio State is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Troy Smith, and they're right back in this. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Texas. We'll circle back if anything changes in this contested top 5 matchup. Back to you guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. That's reeled in. It's made. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down.
It's way too early in the game to say this is a must score, but man, you've dug yourself an early hole, and this offense needs to capitalize. You're not getting the football after the half, so create some momentum now while you can.
Now on 1st down from the 28. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. He's in open space downfield. There he goes. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the 1st down. To the air on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Looking to fire. Working the middle, it's complete. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. DBs will try to keep everything in front. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. And that big gainer on the last one has him ready to go from inside the 10. He'll ride his man on the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away.
And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. They'll run the option. Now the toss. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. Not a particularly long kick from 36 yards out, but he'll have to guide it in from the left hash.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. From the gun, running back on the move. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Men, it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in Kent. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W.
Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. They opened this 3rd quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Leaves it with the running back. The golden flashes. Get it past the sticks.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Fires to the tight end. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Grabbed over the middle. It's Newman. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the golden flashes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Handoff from the gun. Oh, he's got some space. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. The golden flashes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Skips away from pressure. Fires to the big fella.
Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. Just on the edge of the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. Quarterback may change this route, trying to get the edge on the right. Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. And the golden flashes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Trying to get the corner. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9, where it'll be 1st and goal.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. Boy, if that 1st down play was any indication, they might walk this thing in on 2nd and goal. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
The kicker looks a little disappointed. He'll not come into the game. They'll go for it on 4th and goal from the 4. They'll go to the air. Buys a little time. And he runs it in for a score. Touchdown, Kent State.
What a play by the quarterback. What an effort. It looked like he was in a lot of trouble. 4th down, nobody open. The pass rush is getting to him, but phenomenal athleticism. I mean, you just can't coach that, right? He's able to get to the outside and run that in for a touchdown.
And he tacks on the extra point. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. And his throw is incomplete.
Man, this is an unbelievable start for this defender in this game, guy. That's already his 2nd PD in this game. Playing with his eyes, he's breaking on the ball. You just can't start a game any better.
This time he's got his man.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Gets the back moving. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. And the Judicials will send out the punt unit. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit.
Gashes the heart of the knee. He'll work his way down to the 28.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the 3rd quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. This play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, if you're the quarterback, you're happy to oblige. When you've got the playmakers you have offensively, just keep chucking them.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
The sweet feet buy a little time. Nice job there to limit the running room, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
And that's a really good job by this defense, because remember, when the quarterback runs, now you got an extra blocker, because he's not just handing it off and standing there, and they still did a good job at the point of attack, kind of strung it along and made him run out of bounds.
On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Touchdown, golden fashion! And the beatdown has ensued.
And the second half looking a lot like the first half, and this lead continues to build. How about the rhythm of this offense? They are showing you a little bit of everything. What they worked on in the offseason has been right on point, and game one going exactly how they scripted.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Southern Miss is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out of it. Not after the way this group has rallied around that coach. It really has been something to see. They're trailing by 11 to Mississippi State. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game. Really the only way to do it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On the option. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
No gain on the play.
That's the end of the period, and Kent State has the lead. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. So we open the final period with a third down play. On the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, that time on third down, they're trying to see if they can catch the defense napping. They go with the option play, but a great job by the defense being alert, being aware, anticipating it may come. Nothing there. They forced a negative play, now setting up fourth down.
And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Paul. They've done what they want in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
Delay of game. Offense.
The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough.
3:25.
From the gun, running back gets the give. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Finds his big tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. You see his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24. First down.
Let's get off the field.
Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Newman.
Got guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Big guy smells it. Touchdown, Kent State. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, I think this home environment was just too much for their opponents to handle. There's been unbelievable noise and energy. The crowd showed up today, but how about the playmaking on the field? These guys have got dudes all over the field, and this kind of win week 1 sends a statement and reverberates all across college football.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
They'll send the back in motion. Takes the handoff. It's O'Neal. Weaves his way ahead and gets 5 out to the 18-yard line.
It's a nice game, but the big theme here is they just haven't been able to get the run game going on offense. They've been very one-dimensional, and they're just not being physical enough at the point of attack.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The judicials decide to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the 2nd half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller, too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
Just a short pass to the tight end. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with the lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
Give to the running back. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Got it in the middle. It's Etheridge. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal from the 8. The Golden Flashes have their offense in high gear. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And they've inched closer and closer, and still 2 yards to go for the touchdown here on 3rd down. Here comes the heat. Makes the catch. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just added their total.
And everybody's getting in on the fun now for this offense. From the opening whistle, they have been up and down the field. Starters are scoring. You've got backups in the game now. And I love the play calling. These guys came to your school to play in this offense to score touchdowns, so let them go do it. Make this defense prove they can stop them.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll go back to work on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. On the option. He'll pitch it. Breaks into the open. And that's what this option will do to you. They got the pitch man free, and he was off to the races. Starting this drive like that is exactly what they had hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Flushed out of the pocket. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Judicials with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Wide open spaces. Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
I love this play call. You want to get your playmakers the football in space. What a creative way. This little kind of push pass by the quarterback. Get into the receiver's hands quickly and let him go make yards.
The Judicials, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. They'll run the option. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And as a defensive player, you see so much option nowadays and so many different variants of it. And you got to play very disciplined, sound football. And you could tell he knew he was responsible for the quarterback. He goes and gets him, sits him on the ground, creates a tackle for a loss.
He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run. And the Judicials need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. That's caught. It's O'Neal.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
And I know a lot of people are scratching their heads why they try to kick that field goal. You're in the 4th quarter. You're down a boatload of points. A field goal isn't going to do it. If you want to win this game, you need touchdowns. I would anticipate for every possession they get from here on out, man, you've got to be way more aggressive.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They've put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. From the gun, give on the inside. And you want to talk about gang tackling, everybody on the defense run to the ball.
This is an area of the game on offense. You've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it.
Give to the back. Crosses to 35. And there they go again with another huge gain on the ground. He's finally run out of bounds.
And he finally breaks one. They get rewarded. They've been trying to run the football, Palmer, but just haven't had success all day.
Yeah, and the staff never gave up on him, too, right? They kept giving him opportunities, and maybe that's the run that starts to open things up here later in this game for this guy.
And they take a knee on fourth down, having inflicted enough damage, and that ought to do it. The old coaching cliche, go win or no every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
Yeah, great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season. But 1-0, that's where you wanted to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. They definitely made a few mistakes, but that's what practice is for. But if you're the coaching staff, I think you're very, very positive right now moving forward.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.